Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the Mike of Mike, the premier business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. So this is part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network, which is ESPN Richmond 106.1, The Choice 105.3 every day from 2 to 3, as well as International Business Growth Radio. We do like LeBron, and we take our talents on the road, and we showcase all the great things happening here in the RVA area. So join me as our cutting edge show. We uplift the community and showcase RVA in a different way. The sounds you're listening to. This is my new studio. I don't have all my ESPN gear up in here. We're just kind of moving, and that's what we're doing right now. So, hey, it is cool. So we'd like to thank our good friends over at the Children's Hospital Foundation. They're changing the skyline of Richmond. We are counting down. What is it, spring of 2023?
Yes, April 30th, 2023. Countdown is on. We're really excited.
The countdown is on. But before that happens, you guys got some really big, crazy kind of thing going on right now. So tell us what's happening out there and who you brought with you, because you always guys rock with the coolest people.
All right. Well, thanks, Mike. I'm Rachel Rooney. It's really exciting to be here with you this morning. And I brought along my friend and colleague, Ray Smith from Spirit Halloween, because you're right. There's some crazy stuff going on out in our community right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, Ray, welcome to the program. So
thank you very much.
What you guys do, and then I will go ahead and throw my accolades that we were just talking about a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm Ray Smith. I'm with Spirit Halloween. I run and manage the stores in the Virginia area, specifically Richmond. We have 9 locations in Richmond. We come in, we set up shop, we work for 16, 18 weeks, and then we close down, and then we do it all over again. Everybody asks, what do I do in the off season? I don't have an off season. My Halloween starts in December, and we just roll through until now. So, and then we are in crunch time, obviously. So if you haven't been to shop yet, please do. So
Ray, really quickly, and one of the great parts about having your own radio show is you can ask the experts. So when do you guys open? Because it's like one day you ride by and I'm going to the dollar store, and next thing I see the Spirit store there.
Yeah.
When do you guys open?
So generally I can, once I take possession of a store where I have keys in hand, I can open about 7 to 10 days later inside that location. I can take an empty building and turn it into a store. We start opening in the beginning of August, and we open all the way through until October. I just had my last stores just open about 7 days ago, because we have to like stagger them out. We can't collectively do all 1475 nationwide all at one day, right? I mean, we would like to, but we can't. So,
already, I always say this is a business show. And one of the things about business helping nonprofits is that changing the world ain't cheap, easy, or free.
Correct.
Money needs to change hands. So, Ray, tell us really quickly about the stores. I know the ones up in my area. We got the one right by West Broad, and then you guys were in West Broad Village as well, correct?
We are, this year, we lost our Short Pump location to a larger retailer, a permanent retailer. So part of my duties in the off season is actually to go and find these new locations. West Broad Village said, let's try that. And it's actually doing pretty well. It's a weekend store. We're right by the Dave and Buster's that's there in the village. I have White Oak over by the airport, Staples Mill. I have Westchester Commons, Chesterfield Town Center, Colonial Heights. I have, let's see, am I missing anything else? And then, Gaskins, I have my Gaskins Road. And then I have other locations, I have 9 locations each. I have in about 7, 8 locations, Western Virginia, from Charlottesville, Harrison, all the way up to Harrisonburg, and then west this year, a new location in Radford, Virginia, which is actually turned into a pretty good spot as well. So the great thing is, for business, we try and do something where we don't know, right? Like Radford is brand new for us, so we'll try a store, see if it works, and if it doesn't work, we close it down. That's our, But if it does, then maybe it will come back next year.
One of the cool things we also do is connect people. When you said Westchester Commons.
Yes.
I'm out there. I got to give a shout out to my man, Mark Bowen. So I think that might be the place. I think maybe we got to do something out there. We got to get with you and Mark Bowen out there to
Yeah.
to the store there. All right, Rachel.
Yeah.
At the spirit, the Halloween. What you guys got going on?
Yeah.
This means.
Yeah. Talk to us, Rachel.
Well, so I'll share that our Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU here in the heart of Central Virginia has really had the incredible fortune of building a longstanding partnership with Spirit Halloween and Spirit of Children for the last 10 years. And what does that mean? What I love about a partnership like ours is, here you've got this business, as you've just described, that comes into a community or communities for a very short period of time to serve customers, in a really fun way, right? We're talking about the Halloween holiday and all the different ways in which people might celebrate that. Coming in and providing these goods and services that people are on the hunt for and excited about. But what they also do as a model in their business is they run an incredible point of sale campaign. And what they do is they invite customers as they're coming through the doors and purchasing their Halloween items and decor to make a donation at the register. And that donation, every penny of that, is then sent to a children's hospital. And Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there are more than 150 children's hospitals across the country that your stores across the entire footprint are supporting. But here in Central Virginia, Ray's stores are supporting the child life department in our hospital right here in our own backyard. And it really is such a wonderful thing to be a part of because it creates incredible impact for the families who visit us, the children who visit us. So not only are they providing, fun goods and services while they're here in town operating, but they're also doing something really wonderful to create even greater impact outside their walls and inside the walls of a children's hospital.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
One of the things we always talk about, it's not the child is sick, but the family's impacted and the world is turned upside down. And that's one of the great things that you guys are doing is giving kids and families the ability for world-class medical care. And sometimes, a lot of times it's the money that people worry about. It's how we uproot our families. And so when you get good corporate support, it really does something for you. And it opens the eyes of people to understand that business isn't always just about the bottom line. They're a part of the community. So, Ray, congratulations and kudos to you guys for what you're doing because it is impactful. Look at the smile on Rachel's face. Come on now. I mean, seriously.
I know, it's really incredible. And I'll be the one to tell you, because I don't know if Ray will pat himself on the back, he and his wonderful team. So here in Central Virginia, over the last 10 plus years, the fundraising that they've done for our child life department is on the heels of meeting, is it 100?
Come on, Ray, you got to give it up now. I mean, you can't hold back.
Okay, so since inception, our Spirit of Children Foundation has given $100 million. We got the $100 million mark to the 100 partners. 150 partners that we have. And for us in Central Virginia at VCU, we started with my very first donation was $11,000. And I thought that they were going to, cry over that. And then last year we had a great donation of $178,000 just 1 year. So it puts us on par to pass the $1 million mark this year. We're going to give $1 million.
Yeah, great. Congratulations. I mean, that's incredible. And really just to kind of put that into context and make that tangible a little bit for your listeners is that, what that has allowed our hospital to do is really grow our child life program. And what do I mean by that? I mean, a number of years ago, 10 years ago, we had a team of 2 or 3 child life specialists. And these are team members who are vital to our operation and how we're caring for children. They really focus on the social and emotional parts of their care and healing, which is truly, I mean, when you're talking about kids, like you have to treat the whole child, right? From the tests and the scans to the medications and all of that that's so important to identify what's going on and help save a life or improve care or improve quality of life, all the way to making sure they've got a coloring book or they've got somebody to hold their hand if they're going through something new and scary, and help them understand. So if you can imagine, we had 2 or 3 folks that were dedicated to being at the bedside and helping these children through their different medical journeys. And with the support of Spirit, we have been able to grow that team to 13 child life specialists now. And again, that allows us to be in all different areas throughout our environment. So we have specialists that serve children in our emergency department, which, as you can imagine, is probably a pretty scary place for families to have to walk into. And then in our inpatient unit, of course, children who are admitted to the hospital and have to stay, 1 or more days in a hospital environment. Our mental and behavioral center at Children's Hospital, that's a wonderful place where, this is such a valued resource to be able to provide to children and their families. So we're so grateful and so fortunate for this partnership because it really has allowed us to really address different levels of care that families need when they're in a medical crisis.
So I'm sorry,
Mike, I'll tell you, our mission is pretty simple when it comes to the Spirit Foundation. Is we want to make hospitals less scary for children and their families. And being in the hospital sucks, and being in the hospital sucks really bad when it's holiday time or whatever. So we provide not only the funding that we can support them with getting things inside the hospital to use, but also, like Rachel was saying, staff. They're allowed to use money for whatever they would like to do. But we also provide costumes during the holiday season so that they can trick or treat in the hospital and do things like that. And because of COVID, over the last couple of years, we've not had our parties, but we do enjoy parties there as well. So yes, the money is nice, but I enjoy being face to face with the kids and the parents inside the hospital, just seeing them smile again, while we are providing just an escape, if you will. So
the skyline is changing and the place is magical. Rachel, what's the name of it? Which is I always thought it's cool.
The Wonder Tower.
Look at that.
Children's Hospital.
The Wonder Tower. And so shout out to my friend Lauren Moore, who brought me along on this journey. And, she's been a Pied Piper telling me about it. You guys, in every aspect of it, you had kids in mind.
Absolutely.
Like you said, Ray, one thing, the money's pretty cool. You give the money out, but then all of a sudden, the kids don't see the money when Superman or Batman shows up.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the part. That's the magic right there.
It truly is. And, I think one of the many wonderful things that we're all looking forward to when the Wonder Tower opens next spring is, our foundation, Children's Hospital Foundation, has been, thanks to the generosity of our community and our corporate partners, we really have been able to invest in our people and our programs at Children's Hospital. So ensuring that as families come through our doors, we have the experts ready to serve them, work with their families, and we've got the programs in place to be able to give them the care they need. And now is the time to really build the right environment for all of that to live. And so the Wonder Tower, when that opens, is how we are building the greatest place for these children to heal. I mean, this is the right environment to receive that excellent care, but also in a place that is warm and welcoming and puts kids and families at the forefront every step of the way throughout the building. And I know we're really excited about that because it will be a game changer. And then, just kind of speaking back to the child life piece of that, this is an environment that really is going to allow for child life to really thrive in all places. There are going to be special rooms that are dedicated to play and activity and positive distraction, everything that our child life team is so focused on being able to give to these kids. So it will be a new day in a lot of ways, and we're all really looking forward to
The
what's to
child
come.
life team, are they like, what are they made up of? Are they community members? Are they medical professionals?
No, yes, they are certified child life specialists. These are team members who um, have incredible medical backgrounds, and it really is about helping children from sort of the social and psychological standpoint of their care, really understand on age appropriate levels what's happening, what's going on with me, my body in this environment. Helping children understand and helping them cope with what might be happening. So, a lot of times we do talk about the fun and the play and having coloring books and games and Halloween parties and things like that, because that is so vital to their ability to heal, right? But it's also about the psychological and emotional part of healing too, and really being able to have that person to hold your hand, have that person that can translate what you've maybe heard a doctor or a surgeon or a nurse or someone say in the room. So they are an incredible and vital part to our clinical teams here at Children's Hospital. We're so grateful to have these folks in place to really help the children, but then help the families too, along whatever they might be experiencing.
There you go. This is On the Mic with Mike. Rachel's here. Ray is here with us, talking about the spirit, Halloween, and also all the great things that you guys are doing out there. One last time, how can people find and get information about what you're doing and how they can help?
Well, I'd like for everybody to come in and shop in my locations. So when you go in and shop at the end of your transaction, my team is going to ask you, how much would you like to donate to Spirit of Children? 5, 10, 15 bucks. And every one of those dollars that you give to us goes right back to the Children's Hospital for the Child Life Department. And that's the key there, right? Like 100% of your donation goes back into this community to help bring the Wonder Tower to life for those kids, and to make hospitals less scary for them.
Now it comes back to me at the end of buying the costumes. They said that to me, but I didn't know who you guys were and what it did.
Yep. And so that's what we are. And that's when they ask you for that dollar or the roundup or anything, 100% of that donation goes right back to Rachel and their team. So.
Really quickly. So Ray, I always talk to business people about setting culture. Let's talk about the culture at your organization that makes something like this so important.
Well, since day one, 2008, I think this program was started, and we had a very few partners when it comes to our teams, because we didn't really know. But once we started seeing the impact that every dollar that we gave to the children, to the life departments, we jumped on board. And I think what's really helped is that Rachel and her team come out and they talk to my group of managers, and they tell them what kind of impact is happening. I hate to say that, but it's real important to see a child in need, or a child that might be struggling, or a family. And obviously I'm a dad. I've got kids, and most of my team, they all have family members that has suffered at one point in time and been in the hospital. So it really helps that we reinforce that and say, listen, you remember what it was like the last time you were in the hospital? Can you imagine what it's like for a 5-year-old or for a 6-year-old, right? And we want to be able to get that message across to our team, and they jump on board. And we've done a great job. $178,000 last year, the largest donation, in a time where people were still scared about COVID and not really sure where the economy was going. And it was our biggest year yet. And I tell Rachel every year, I'm like, I don't know what they're
going to do it, and boom.
Right.
They come up with the
then boom,
big check.
Oh yeah.
They come up with the big check. All righty, so guys, we'd like to thank you guys for coming on. Hey Rachel, we got to take this and make this a road show. We got to go down to Westchester Commons, and we're going to invade down there and show those guys. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So
I think that sounds fun. They have great sound effects too.
Yeah. Come
a
on
lot
down.
of the animatronic.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. So Rachel, check with your folks. Ray, check with your people to make sure everything's okay there, and we'll figure out a time. Whatever time you guys come up with, we're gonna make this happen. So we're gonna take this road show and have a little bit of fun on the road.
That sounds great.
I'm ready. So come on down.
Cool.
And
Appreciate it.
everybody,
Hey, thank-
again, please, Mike, I'm sorry, please, I'm plugging again, come and shop and hang with us, and then donate to Spirit of Children, please.
That's
So-
what we do here, man. We try and raise money. That's the
That's
first
right.
time that I met Lauren when Elephant Insurance had said they were giving away money. And so I called up Lauren, I'm like, hey, you want to come? And when the CEO of Elephant Insurance got on, I said, hey, I heard you guys were giving away money and I want you to meet my friends. He
Aw.
laughed. He thought it was funny, but hey, you want to come on the radio?
Thank you. I mean, this is really all about bringing community together, right?
Correct.
And people
Yeah.
taking care of people. So thanks for, allowing Ray and I to come and share what we have happening at Children's Hospital with the greater community, and the opportunity to invite them to join us and be a part of it in a really easy and fun way.
That's right. So at the end, when they say, will you donate? The answer is yes.
Absolutely.
There you go. All right, guys, we'd like to thank you for coming on the Mike of Mike, ESPN Richmond and Choice 105. This is part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network. Why we're the best radio program? Because we get the best guests. We got some rock star partners out there, and we'd like to thank them for keeping us on the air, because I always say the microphone ain't free. Plus, my grandkids need stuff. My grandkids need stuff so they can go to the Halloween store, the spirit store, and buy stuff. So that's what we're
That's
doing.
right.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care now.
Thank
Bye.
you.